This Wednesday, the Virginia Cavaliers will square off against the NC State Wolfpack at 6:30 p.m. at John Paul Jones Arena. I'm Dylan Castagne. Today I'm joined by Lauryn Nilson, Stephen Mallozzi, and Will Jarrett. And this is Who You Got. Going to this game, the Cavaliers aren't looking too hot. They're coming off a 2-game losing streak, their last loss an upset against Duke on Saturday night. Meanwhile, NC State, on the other hand, is doing pretty well. They're on a 2-game win streak. Their last victory was over Wake Forest, also on Saturday night, and I think it was almost a 20-point victory, so it looks like they certainly have the momentum over the Cavs in this one. Lauryn, I'll start off with you. What do you think a key to this game will be?
Yeah, so even though the game against Duke was pretty ugly towards the end, we did have 3 players with double figures, including Kihei Clark with 15, Jay Huff with 20, and Sam Hauser with 19. And I think that this is important because it does prove that the Cavaliers, they're not terrible, albeit they didn't win down the stretch. But I think that this is an important factor because it proves that they can be gritty when they need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. UVA was very top heavy against Duke with those 3 guys, I think, scoring like over 60% of their baskets, which was just insane. So, Will, what do you think is the key to this game on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think that this game is going to be decided by the 3-point shot and 3-point defense. NC State ranks low overall in 3-point defense, and with UVA needing to get their offense back on track, I feel like they'll take the opportunity to shoot more from outside. So I feel like the Hoos will get even more opportunities than usual from behind the arc in an attempt to limit their interior presence.
Absolutely. I think some of the best games for UVA this season have been when Sam Hauser, Trey Murphy, and even Jay Huff have gotten really hot from behind the line. So I think that can really start a good game against NC State. Stephen, what do you think is the key to this game?
I mean, listen, obviously the momentum doesn't favor Virginia after starting 11-2. They're just 4-3 in their last 7, including some pretty embarrassing losses. I mean, that Duke game was one that we had in hand. But I will say, I mean, we're still seeing classic Virginia basketball. The defense is still high quality. We're still 7th in the country in points per game at just 60.2. And NC State isn't exactly an offensive powerhouse. They average about 73, 74 points per game, 132nd best in the country. So Virginia still has the edge in the offense-defense dynamic. It's all about whether or not they can get their offense going and keep it consistent throughout the game.
Maybe before the Duke game, you'd say, well, they're better in every category. You know, they're probably more likely to win, but, you know, Duke was coming in not too hot, and they still got the victory over the Cavs. So, Lauryn, I'll start with you. Who you got?
Dylan, I hate to do it, but I've got the Wolfpack this time. They beat UNC, who handily beat Duke. And last time, UVA only won by 7 points. This time, UVA really needs to pull it together, but I kind of feel like NC State could sneak in an underdog victory and oust the Wahoos.
Will, who do you got on Wednesday?
I have UVA on this one. The Hoos are the 5th best 3-point shooting team in the country and are going to be eager to get their offense flowing again after 2 less than stellar performances in consecutive ACC play. I feel like that NC State is just the team for them to do it against.
All right, so we got a tie between Lauryn and Will. Stephen, my opinionated friend, who you got?
You know, I came into this video. I was hell-bent on taking NC State. And then Will started talking. And Will has inspired me on his first time on Who You Got to change my mind. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm going to take the Hoos. I thought the momentum was going to be such a big thing. And then I realized, you know what? This is the game to get it back. This is an ACC game. This is the perfect statistical matchup to do it. Dylan, I am rolling Virginia, baby. Let's go Hoos.
All right, so it looks like the Who You Got crew is taking the Wahoos in this one. I guess we'll have to see if you guys are right when the 15th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers square off against the NC State Wolfpack this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN2. For WUVA Sports, I'm Dylan Castagne, and this has been Who You Got.